Have you ever wondered how powerful nature can be? Well, it's time to ponder no more. We're about to unlock the secrets of nature's mightiest forces. We're talking tornadoes that twist, hurricanes that holler, and tsunamis that terrify. And let's not forget, these aren't your average superheroes, they're the real deal. Now imagine if these forces of nature had superhero names. A tornado could be Twister Titan, with the power to spiral everything into the air. A hurricane could be Huffing Hurricane Harry, who can blow away anything in his path with a single breath. And a tsunami? How about Tidal Wave Tammy, who can flood cities with a single wave? But worry not. Even though they may seem fearsome, they are just part of Mother Nature's grand design. They may be destructive, but they also help shape our world. Buckle up, because we are about to embark on a thrilling journey to understand these mighty forces of nature. Imagine a swirling tower of wind reaching from the sky to the ground. That's a tornado for you. A tornado, my friends, is a violent and dangerous column of air that is in contact with both the surface of the Earth and a cumulonimbus cloud, or in rare cases, the base of a cumulus cloud. They are often referred to as twisters or cyclones, although the word cyclone is used in meteorology to name any closed, low-pressure circulation. But what causes these twisting towers of terror? Tornadoes form when warm, humid air collides with cold, dry air. The warm air rises rapidly, causing an updraft. This updraft starts to twist if winds at different heights are blowing at different speeds, creating a rotating column of air. Now, how long do these wind monsters typically last? The lifespan of a tornado can range from several seconds to more than an hour. However, most tornadoes typically last less than 10 minutes. But in that short time, they can cause immense destruction. Let's whirl into some interesting facts about tornadoes. Did you know that the United States experiences more tornadoes than any other country? Around 1,000 tornadoes touch down in the US each year. That's more than 4 times the amount seen in Europe. The most violent tornadoes come from supercells, large thunderstorms that have winds already in rotation. Now let's talk about some of the most destructive tornadoes in history. The Tri-State Tornado of 1925 holds the record as the deadliest tornado in US history. Roaring through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, it killed nearly 700 people and injured thousands more. Tornadoes might seem fascinating, but they are incredibly dangerous. They can destroy buildings, flip cars, and create deadly flying debris. So if you ever find yourself face to face with a tornado, remember, it's not the time to play hero. Find a safe place to hide and wait for the storm to pass. Remember, kids, tornadoes might look cool in movies, but they are dangerous in real life. Now, imagine a huge storm that's so large it can be seen from space. That's a hurricane. A hurricane, also known as a tropical cyclone, is a storm system that forms over warm ocean waters. Picture a swirling mass of clouds, wind, and rain that can stretch up to 600 miles across. That's about the distance from New York to Chicago. What causes such a monstrous storm? Well, hurricanes need 3 main ingredients: warm ocean water, moist air, and a little spin from the Earth's rotation. The warm water is like the fuel for the hurricane, helping it to grow stronger and more powerful. The Earth's rotation gives it that distinctive twist. As for how long they last, it can vary. Some hurricanes can be over in a day or two, while others can rage on for over a week. Imagine a week-long storm. Talk about a bad weather day, right? Now let's talk about some hurricane heavyweights from history. The Great Galveston Hurricane in 1900 was one of the deadliest in US history, causing thousands of fatalities and practically wiping the city off the map. More recently, Hurricane Katrina in 2005 caused widespread destruction along the Gulf Coast and became one of the costliest storms in US history. But it's not all doom and gloom. Hurricanes, despite their destructive power, play a crucial role in our planet's weather system. They help to distribute heat from the tropics to cooler regions, maintaining a balance in Earth's temperature. And did you know hurricanes are only called hurricanes in the Atlantic and Northeast Pacific? In the Northwest Pacific, they're known as typhoons, and in the South Pacific and Indian Ocean, they're called cyclones. So, next time you hear about a hurricane, remember it's not just a storm, it's a massive, swirling weather machine that can be as wide as the distance between some major cities. So hurricanes are nature's way of throwing a really big tantrum. And then there are tsunamis, giant sea waves that can wipe out whole cities. A tsunami isn't just any old wave, it's like a sea monster with a bad attitude, towering over everything in its path. Imagine a wall of water as tall as a 10-story building. That's what tsunamis can feel like. They are caused by disturbances deep within the ocean, such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or landslides. When the seafloor shifts suddenly, it displaces a huge amount of water, and that's when a tsunami is born. How long does a tsunami last, you ask? Well, it varies. A tsunami can last anywhere from a few minutes to a couple of hours. But here's the scary part. It doesn't come as a single wave. It's a series of waves known as a wave train. So when you see one, there's usually another one coming right behind it. Now let's talk about some of the most destructive tsunamis in history. One that comes to mind is the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004. Triggered by an undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, it claimed the lives of more than 200,000 people across 14 countries. The wave traveled at high speed with waves up to 100 feet high. Another devastating tsunami occurred in Japan in 2011. Known as the Tohoku tsunami, it was caused by a 9.1 magnitude earthquake. It reached heights of up to 133 feet and moved at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour. It caused widespread destruction and claimed the lives of over 15,000 people. These examples serve as a reminder of the immense power and unpredictability of tsunamis. But they also highlight the importance of understanding and respecting nature. Tsunamis are not just giant waves. They are powerful natural phenomena that can cause immense destruction and loss of life. So, tsunamis are like giant sea monsters that come out of nowhere. But remember, with knowledge and preparedness, we can better protect ourselves and our communities from these terrifying natural disasters. But don't worry, we humans have our own superheroes, scientists and technology. You see, while nature has its powerful weapons, we've got our own defenses, and they don't come in capes and masks but in lab coats and computer screens. Our superheroes are the scientists who study these natural wonders, and the technology they use to understand, predict, and combat them. First up, let's talk about weather satellites. These high-tech gadgets orbiting our planet are like our eyes in the sky. They give us a bird's-eye view of what's happening in the atmosphere, allowing us to see storms forming and track their paths. By providing early warnings, these satellites have saved countless lives. Next, we've got Doppler radar, a nifty tool that gives us a closer look at storms. It can measure how rain or snow is moving inside a storm, helping us predict if a tornado is on its way. And that's not all, it can also alert us if a hurricane is strengthening or weakening. Pretty cool, right? And then there's the technology that aids in rescue and recovery efforts. Drones, for instance, can fly into areas that are too dangerous for humans, sending back real-time images so rescuers know where help is needed most. They can even deliver supplies to people trapped by floods or landslides. But it's not just about the big, flashy gadgets. Simple tech like mobile phones and social media platforms have also played a huge role in saving lives. They allow people to share updates and warnings, and even call for help when they're in danger. Remember the earthquake and tsunami in Japan in 2011? The country's early warning system, one of the best in the world, alerted people minutes before the disaster, giving many enough time to get to safety. Now that's technology to the rescue. So, even though nature is powerful, human ingenuity and technology are our shields against these forces. Remember, it's not just about surviving nature's weapons, but understanding them. And with our superheroes in lab coats and their high-tech tools, we're getting better at it every day. Before we say goodbye, it's time for a little quiz to see how much you've learned. First question, what's a tornado? Picture a tall, spinning funnel of wind, powerful enough to lift houses off the ground. That's right, it's a tornado. Moving on to question 2, can you remember what causes hurricanes? Yes, indeed. They are caused by warm ocean water and atmospheric conditions. And for our final question, what's the most significant factor that causes tsunamis? If you said underwater earthquakes, you're absolutely correct. Well done, smart kids. You've just proven how much you've learned about nature's powerful forces. But remember, there's always more to discover and understand about the world around us. So, don't forget to subscribe to GURUKIDZ Smart Kids channel for more exciting and fun learning. Until next time, keep exploring.